Welcome to Listings and Lifestyles. I'm Court Crowfoot, your host today, and I'm with Robin Orschman with the team. We are here in beautiful Arcadia. Robin, where do we start?
Well, where don't we start? This home was built in 2016 by Arcadia Builders. We're going to meet Ryan, who is their lead builder. It's a family-owned business, and this home is coming to market in about sometime next week. We are doing photos today, and it is going to be a huge hit. It's super unique, super high-end, and they have a great story for this home.
It is absolutely remarkable. I think you get a little bit of the feel when you walk up. I know that there's a lot of thought that's been put into this home.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to feel like we're in the desert.
No, it doesn't feel like Arcadia.
It does not.
Yeah.
It does not. I want to talk about your team a little bit. This is the second time that we've had the pleasure of having you on the show. Your first time.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Tell us a little bit about the business side of what you're doing and how your team works, because I understand you're doing pretty well.
Yeah. We did about $120 million in business last year. We were ranked top 3 teams in Arizona the last, I think, 3 years, which is really great. Our team consists of 4 women, so that's really nice because the teams that we were compared to are 10 and 20
Sure.
people combined numbers, so we're proud. We overwork.
Yeah.
We got lots of kids. We all live in this neighborhood several blocks apart, and we are a profit-sharing team. So we are able to service all the homes on the
Powerful
same
women.
level. Yes.
I like it.
Yes.
I like it.
Yeah.
Now, you said you live here.
Yes.
I think that's important, and I want to take a minute and kind of focus on that point. Why do you think that's an added benefit to your clientele that you serve here?
It's definitely beneficial. I mean, normally where you live, you love.
Yeah.
So we don't have to pretend to love Arcadia. We live here. We have vested interest in the values. We have vested interest in quality construction coming up, and we
Sure.
are always just blocks away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally,
Yeah, literally blocks away.
Any time of day. Well, let's go in and meet Ryan Patton.
Yep.
He's the builder.
Yes.
And we're going to go through, and there's so much to talk about. We have another house that we're going to go to next. So if I get a little long-winded, make sure to cut me
Okay.
off. So
Try not to hog it.
yeah. And there's the man of the hour, Ryan.
Hey, how
Welcome
you
to
doing?
Listings and Lifestyles. How are you?
Thanks for having me.
Tell us a little bit about what we're going to see in terms of craftsmanship, and start right here in the foyer.
Yeah, so I mean, one of the things we want to do is, like, what's big for us is making it, like, once we pick the style, staying congruent with that style. And so, this being kind of a southern charming home, we wanted to really stick with that. And so in the foyer, we get a real traditional setup. We have the staircase, it's just gorgeous. We paneled the whole way up. And then we wanted to do like a full panel, kind of make it have kind of almost like a library feel when you walk in.
Which is very very unique to the area. You're not seeing a lot of knockdown stucco texture in here already.
Yeah, not so much.
Not so much, right? Something that catches my eye right when I walk in, I'm noticing the thickness of the walls.
Yeah, what we want to do is, all these pass-throughs, we want to have it have a real beefy feel.
Sure.
And so, we padded the walls out, made them real thick so that we could get this, nice millwork on there, and kind of give it that old world, southern type feel.
Feel to it. Now, what does that do in terms of insulation, energy efficiency? Is there an effect of that in a positive light?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest effect on the interior walls is going to be more sound transmission.
Okay.
So, this house is...
So we can party.
Yeah, exactly.
In every room.
We can party in every room, right?
Yeah, you aren't going to wake the kids up.
I love it.
So we insulate all the interior walls, which is something not a lot of people do, but, we like it for, kind of the sound transmission. So if you're in rooms, it doesn't feel like you're in this huge house. It feels like you're in kind of a little quaint space.
Now, Robin, when we were kind of touring before, you had said something that really caught my ear, and that was relative to you have craftsmen as opposed to tradesmen. Why don't you elaborate on that a little bit?
So when Arcadia Builders, which is a family-owned business, multi-generational family-owned business, when they come up with a project, they spend a lot of time doing research on what exact style of house they're going to put on each lot, and they're never the same. And then they hire to the highest level. So they have the best landscaper, the best realtor, the best craftsman, the best, I put that in there.
Love it.
The best mill people. I mean, we watch these guys doing the ceiling work, tag teaming, these two gentlemen, I can't remember their name, but it's artistry.
Sure.
And kind of to expand on that, I mean, our millwork guys they're all old school East Coast guys.
Right.
Like the young one is 58 years old.
Yeah, that's the young guy.
That's the young guy. He's the one doing the heavy lifting,
The
and
baby.
he's almost 60 years old. And so the other guys he works with are all old school East Coast guys. Grew up in Boston, Pennsylvania, places like that, where
Sure.
they learned how to do it the right way. They've been doing it since they were 14 years old, and they learned from their father, who was a craftsman too.
Yeah.
And so I think it really shows. You don't have seams, and you don't end up with.
Well, and I think it's just a real point to be emphasized that there's a big difference between craftsman and tradesman.
Yeah.
And it is not something easily found.
Right.
And when you do find it, you pay for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a dying breed.
It is.
I mean, not a lot of people want to.
It's kind of like caning chairs.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
How easy is that to find
Right.
these days? It's
It's
not.
also a lot more expensive, so it's a huge testament to the integrity of the projects that
Of
they are
course.
doing. They're building custom homes. Their spec homes are custom, and you just don't see this. It doesn't necessarily pencil out
Sure.
the best way all the time
But it's not
for the
about that.
builder, but it isn't for that. They're
Yeah.
here for
It's
longevity.
a piece of art.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a
right.
piece of
Well,
art.
They're for family.
Yeah, and we really care about our reputation, and being a family business, it's super personal to us.
Yeah.
So we don't want to slap something together, and a couple of years down the road, somebody's like, "Ooh, who built that house?"
Yeah, look at the crack in the side of that place.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
I can already tell. Well, let's go ahead and Robin, why don't you take us through a walk through the home? Kind of give us a general layout,
Okay.
and then I'll let you do your thing as the realtor.
Okay. Well, I love this room. This is I'm going to say this a lot, one of my favorite rooms. You can look at the ceiling detail is what is so amazing. So each room literally is a little piece of art.
Yeah.
And each room gives you a different feeling. So you could be in this room and I think be in a certain mood. You could be in the little breakfast nook. It's lighter. It's
It's going to give you a different feeling altogether.
Yes, literally. It's like you travel through time or memories, your
Sure.
own memories.
Yeah. Well, and you kind of talked about that when I first got here as well, the fact that the thoughtfulness of laying out the home, albeit a new home, the thought was create a feel where it seems as though generations have been here.
Right.
Where it feels that maybe this room was added later.
Right.
And that's not an easy thing to do.
No, not in full
Not-
up because it's usually choppy. You can
Sure.
tell, and maybe not everybody had great taste, but here every room is spot
Every
on.
generation had great taste
Every
in this
generation
family.
in this house in 2016 had amazing taste.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Tell me a little bit about the fireplace. What kind of
Lit.
material is that, right?
It's a French limestone. It's a reclaimed piece. I think it's about 300 years old.
Wow.
And kind of sticking with that whole thing, we didn't want it to look like a new house. You have to mix in some old with the new to make it work.
Sure. So I think this is
Our next favorite room.
your next favorite room.
In this room, we think of it as kind of an outdoor patio that got closed in at some point.
Yeah.
And so we wanted, to bring the brick in not only because it looks good, but because it
Just creates that feel.
Yeah, it was a patio, and so it creates this really cool space. And then with the ceiling, we kind of pictured that as what you'd have is the roof above a patio.
Sure.
And so we kind of tied it all together with that.
And with the circular windows, I really think it just pulls it all together. Great access doors out to the front setting area.
A lot of people focus on the backyards when they come from other cities. They're really focused about finding that backyard, and we go through the process of explaining have a great backyard, but you're going to want to live front. So
Front.
have your doors that open front, have your seating that's on the front. You will be in the front yard likely far more than in the backyard in this neighborhood.
Because kids ride their bikes and
Yeah,
people
and it's just
sit
very
out front.
friendly. It's a very social neighborhood.
Yeah, that's really unique
Yeah,
to
it
this.
is. It is.
No big guard gates and
No,
walls.
it's a lot of the draw. People
Yeah.
love to drive through and see lemonade stands, and you move in and somebody will bring you cookies, and it's just kind of that warm, fuzzy.
Almost nice.
Yes, it's almost nice in this world.
Yeah, human interaction.
Yeah.
What a concept.
People are texting each other across the street.
Now we've got to see the laundry room.
We do, because
it's
we
not
love
an
the
average,
laundry room.
and it's not an average laundry
It's
room.
not. You actually want to do laundry in a laundry room like this.
With the farm sink continued through here. It's gorgeous.
Right.
Very well done.
So this is a first floor laundry room. There's a second area in the master.
Dual washer and dryer.
Gotta have that.
Gotta have it.
Once you have it, can't go back. The master bedroom. You have again this little foyer, just
Oh,
to kind of
it's gorgeous.
designate.
Gorgeous, gorgeous. I love the continuation of the lighting from the chandeliers to
Right.
what's on the wall.
It's just soft. It kind of goes away. It,
Yeah.
You know.
The attention of details
Yeah.
there.
It's amazing.
Now this is the master bath.
Yes.
Can I live here?
I don't
Robin,
think you
see
ever
why-
leave. I don't know.
I see what you were talking about. This is absolutely gorgeous.
Yes.
I mean,
You
from
don't want to leave.
a woman's perspective,
Yes, we're all set.
you're
We
set.
don't even need a car. We're just going to be home. Amazon can bring the groceries.
They can bring
Yeah.
everything here.
This was not an easy ceiling to pull off.
No.
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 Actually, you eliminated the seams.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Craftsmanship.
pretty tight.
Very well done.
Yeah.
Very well done. So beautiful, beautiful backyard.
The whole exterior of the home is the same reclaimed Chicago brick.
So did you literally have it hauled in?
Yeah, so what they do is when they tear a building down in Chicago, they take all the bricks, throw them on pallets, and we buy those pallets.
That's pretty cool. So the pool area here, I see, it's been elevated up, I assume, to create a little feeling of depth
Yeah.
in the yard space.
Yeah, the way we set it up, we have kind of the spa and then the beach, but we wanted to still leave a swimming lane if somebody was a swimmer.
Sure, and it's actually 9 feet deep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah, you don't find that.
Not often at all. Not often at all. Now, one of the things I noticed when I was driving up this morning, I saw that there's a lot of construction going on, which is a good thing because there's been a lot of, Arcadia is an older area,
Right.
so everything's being brought kind of to new, but those homes aren't actually available. They're actually being built for someone.
Right.
So right here, this is the only one that's really
Right.
available right now
It's really the only home of its kind even available in
Sure.
Arcadia at this level.
at this level.
Mhm.
And it's 7,700 square feet approximate,
Yep.
half-acre lot. What are you coming to market at in terms of price?
We're coming to market at $4,195,000.
Okay, so rough math, that's a value.
It's a huge value, especially for this level of craftsmanship.
Yeah.
It's huge
It'll
value.
go quick.
Yeah.
It'll go quick. Perfect. Well, I think we've covered here everything we needed to, well, as much as we could
Yeah.
in this limited time that we have. Hopefully you've enjoyed what you've seen today. Stay tuned. We're going to be back in just a minute after a quick commercial break, and we'll see you over at the next house.